Hey everyone, John Lorden here with a Searchlight update. There's some information that came out about a case that we covered, and I wanted to update all of you in terms of the status of the case of Emmanuel. I don't know if it's Boachie or Boachie. I have a feeling it might be Boachie, but I was in contact with Emmanuel's foster mother. She was giving me more details. I was planning on doing a follow-up segment. In the middle of the questions that I had sent back to her, we kind of had a few emails back and forth. She stopped communicating. And then over this past week, she reached back out to me to let me know that it looks like, unfortunately, we have very bad news in this case. So starting at the Brampton Guardian, who I just want to thank for really trying to bring a lot of exposure to this case. They're definitely one of the main sources that was reporting on Emmanuel and trying to help bring him home. So we can see from the title here, terrible news. Body pulled from Professor's Lake, identified by family as missing Brampton man. A young Brampton man and talented graphic arts student, Emmanuel was found dead May 11th, 5 months after he disappeared, his family has announced. Police say they are still awaiting test results before they will confirm that it was Emmanuel that was found, but said at the time that foul play is not suspected. This is one of the things I was kind of unsure of when she reached out to me, and why I've held off on actually doing this video. She reached out to me quite a bit ago. I was trying to get some confirmation or some understanding of confirmation from them. The Facebook page is fairly clear about it, that they have been notified as next of kin that it is indeed him. However, these news stories are leaving this little question about the identification still up in the air for some reason. We don't have an official press release at this time from the actual police that were working this case to announce that it was indeed him there, but the family has been very vocal about this. I've also had several people reach out to me on Twitter with the information as well. Terrible news. This makes me so sad to hear, wrote Dominique Harrison, a former classmate at Humber, on Facebook. I will truly miss Emmanuel. He was one of the nicest classmates I had at Humber and was someone I looked up to. The world has lost a beautiful soul. A passerby spotted his body floating in Professor's Lake. And just know that I did take the opportunity in a reply to his foster mother to express that I was really heartbroken at this development. Of course, I can't imagine what they're going through, but it's really just a shame, because there was a big motivating factor for me in covering this case was looking at the art that Emmanuel had made and just realizing how talented he was. He was doing some really cool things with his art. And now, you know, unfortunately at 20 years, we're not going to be able to see how that skill could have developed more or what else he could have brought to the world using that. And I do think that that is horribly tragic and terrible. CBC.ca also has a report on this, basically echoing all the same stuff, but it does say in a post on Facebook, Sherry Crawley, the foster mother, thanked everyone who helped in trying to find Emmanuel. The family says it plans to honor him with a service in the near future. So unfortunately, we do have an end to this case. At this point, as these articles are saying, it doesn't look like there's any element of foul play. So I don't know if there is much more to do around this case. I did let Sherry know that if there is anything they do in terms of fundraising, or if there is some other aspect of this case that winds up being investigated, please let us know. We would certainly try to help them publicize that information and try to get more eyes and minds on this issue. But for right now, it looks like this might be the end of this story here. Very tragic. I hate when the stories come out this way, just knowing that there are so many people that are being affected and hurting. And I just wish that there was something I can do to let them all know that there's a lot of other people out here that were wishing for a good outcome here, and that we're all supporting them and wishing them peace through this trying time that they're going through. And I hope that they have a lot of great memories with Emmanuel that they can call on and try to bring up as they're dealing with all this. So that's the update, everyone. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for being a part of this case. Thanks to all of you out there that were looking and sharing this video and caring about this case like I do. I really, really appreciate that. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow on the Lord and Nerds channel.